Hey guys, it's Sinem and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I am, as you can tell by the title, doing a full face of makeup that I hate, makeup that I don't like, makeup that I just, yeah, I don't like. And I didn't want to be like negative in this video because I don't like being, you know, I'm not a negative person, but there's nothing really positive I can say about these products, right? So yeah, it's very different to what I normally do because I feel like I'm just bashing product after product, but it's the truth. Also, leave me a comment down below, what makeup products do you hate that you don't like yourself? And also let me know if there's anything that I used in this video today that I don't like, if you guys love it yourself, because I would love to know if like I'm the only one who doesn't like these products, if you guys can relate, and all that kind of stuff. So let me know down below as well, but let's just jump straight into it. For my face primer, I'm going to go into the Essence Hydrating and Perfecting Primer. This has SPF 20 and I've spoken about this recently and I said that I did not like this primer because it just doesn't do anything for my skin. The dropper is broken, it separates, it smells very perfumey, and it's not as hydrating as they claim it to be. So I'm just not a fan of this. It's a very odd texture as well. And yeah, it's almost like film over your skin. Like it doesn't really seep into the skin and feel nice and moisturizing. It's just, I don't know, I can't describe it. I really don't like it and I do need to use it up. So this is like the perfect opportunity. So for foundation, I feel like this one is going to shock most people. This one, let me tell you why. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I have it in number 3. The reason I don't like this, I just feel like it does not sit on my skin well. And I truly just do not get the hype. It also barely covers anything. Like it's almost just nothing on the skin, which I don't mind sometimes, but this is almost very translucent on me. You know, it gives me a little bit of a tint, but it's just, I don't know, I'm not a fan of it for the price that it is. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't think it's worth the hype and worth the price for what it is. It truly does not cover unless you really build it. And it's just not like the luminous glow aspect. It's just not all that. I mean, I have more luminous foundations for more than half price. They work way better and they give me more of a luminous glow and more of a dewy finish. Like the NYX Born to Glow or the L'Oreal Pro Glow, like those are so much more glowy. There's nothing super bad about it. I just don't like it barely gives me any coverage, because I don't know if you'll be able to tell on camera, but there are a lot of blemishes and scars like peeking through and redness, especially on my nose area. And where's the luminosity, right? It's almost like matte on my skin. For concealer, this one is like the worst concealer I've ever tried. I'm not even kidding. This one is this one's the Revolution Pro Ultimate Coverage Crease Proof Concealer. I actually did a full dedicated video on this a while back and there was no product coming out. It was stuck. I feel like I have a bad one because I feel like the reviews, people didn't have that issue. So I might have a bad one, but basically like product does not come out. It's almost dried out and you know, you squeeze and you squeeze and you squeeze. And I don't want to squeeze it too much because I'm scared it's gonna like pop. But are you guys able to see how thick that is? Like look, it is coming out so slowly. It is so thick. I cannot. Look, it's struggling to come out because of how thick it is. It's like wax underneath my eyes. It is so sticky and thick. Oh my god, this is probably the worst makeup product I've ever. Look at that, it's like super sticky. I mean, the coverage is there, but I don't know if I have a bad one. I'm gonna literally have to blend this out with my fingers because of how waxy and sticky and thick it is. It's honestly like glue. It feels like glue and it's tugging at my eyes. Oh my god, it's literally tugging at my eyes. Would never blend with a sponge, so you have to use your fingers. This is looking like a hot mess. So next we're going to go into the Collection Sheer Loose Powder. I also spoke about this recently and I said that I did not like it. This says it's translucent. It literally says translucent right there. And it has, as you can see, a ton of color to it. I don't know what's up with that, but you can see it is almost like this peachy sort of powder. So I am just going to go in and set my skin with this. And this does oxidize, because as you can see, it starts to change and get darker. Also, this powder is just unbelievable to work with. It goes everywhere. I'm not even joking, guys. I'm not even joking. I am going to attempt to bake under the eyes. And yeah, the reason I don't like it is because it stinks, again, of perfume. It's like this really, really strong, sweet, perfumey scent. And also, the powder is just, it goes everywhere. It's a mess. It's very messy. And it's not translucent. So whilst I'm letting that bake, I'm going to go into a bronzer that I don't like, and this one might shock you guys as well because it is from MAC. This is the MAC bronzing powder in the shade Golden. This one I don't like because it has specks of gold glitter in there, which is, I don't like glitter in my bronzers. And also it almost has like this, I don't know if you can tell, like this film over it where you barely get any product apart from the gold glitter. So yeah, I don't really like this bronzer at all, but let's just go in and see. I haven't used it in a long time, so like it barely gives any color because you really have to scrape at it to get that layer or that film off the bronzer. The gold glitter you can't see too much, but when you do swatch it with your fingers you can see it. You just have to really, really, really build up this bronzer. And it doesn't even give any coverage, any color, as you can see. It's very, very sheer, almost like nothing. It's almost like a sheer tinted powder rather than a bronzer, because bronzers are supposed to be pigmented. They're supposed to, you know, show up on the skin. And this is just, look at that. Nothing, like nothing. It just looks very muddy, you know? I really have to go in a lot of times to really, really, really build this up. It did give me, you know, a bronzed complexion, like it added some warmth into my skin, but I just feel like it looks muddy. And for blusher, this one, I mean, I didn't really have a single blush that I hate or didn't like. So the one that I'm actually going to go into is the Revolution Pro Crystal Luxe Face Palette in Rose Fresco, which has all these shades. I don't like the formula of this palette. The shades are really pretty, but I really hate the formula. That's the main thing, because it literally crumbles as you touch it, and they're just this really, really, really cheaply made formula product. You know, you can tell when things are super, super cheap, and it just feels very, very cheap. So I'm going to go into the blush, which, it's one of those things where once you touch it, you get a ton of fallout. And it's just, yeah, it's very hard to get into anyway because it's like a little triangle as well. So I'm just going to apply that to the cheeks. And like I said, the actual colours, there's nothing wrong with them, but it's the formula for me. And the actual layout of the palette, it's very hard to get into, because if you want to go into the blush and make it matte, you actually, because the brush is quite big, you end up going into the shimmer. So then the blush becomes shimmery and you just end up mixing everything. It's just not convenient at all. Shade is pretty, but it's just, they could have done better. This one I've spoken about. I don't even want to, if there's anything in this video, it's this that I don't want to put on my face. And this is the E.L.F multi-dimensional face and body shimmer highlighter. This is in the shade Soul. This is just chunks full of glitter, and it's just like a film of glitter. You barely get Anything else out of this product, it's basically just a pan full of glitter. And it's not the nice glitter, it's the glitter that you literally cannot get off your skin, that goes everywhere, that doesn't stay in one place. It's just you get glitter everywhere, and I'm just not a fan of that. I really don't like this product, and I don't want to put it on my skin because I don't want glitter everywhere. But for the sake of this video, I'm gonna do it for you guys. So we're just gonna take, and I'm taking a brush that I don't want to ruin my nice highlighter brushes, so I'm just gonna take any brush, and it's just like coated full of glitter already. I'm just gonna put that on the skin. Oh, and another thing, like, it barely provides you with color or shimmer or highlight. It's literally like translucent powder with a ton of glitter. You swirl your brush into it and then you just get so much glitter. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but like nothing. There's like barely any coverage on my nose from that foundation. Oh, this is just not it. I think this would be fine for the body. Don't even bother on your face. I don't even know why I'm applying more. Let's leave it at that because it's truly not doing anything. I don't want to come off as like really negative in this video, but I don't like these products, so I can't really say anything positive about them. For my eye primer, I'm going in with the E.L.F. Putty. Hello. E.L.F. Putty eye primer in cream. Super drying. Again, very waxy. You can barely get anything out of it. Like anything out of it. And it's a very waxy texture. Again, I might have a bad batch and I feel like I'm just tugging at my eye to really get product on. It's very drying. I also did a dedicated video on this, and I was reading the comments, and a lot of people said that their one was super drying and waxy, and they just couldn't believe it. So it's, I can't even explain to you. It is so bad. I don't know if the other shades, because they do have other shades, if that issue is with other shades as well, or if it's just this cream shade. Maybe the pigment of this or something was difficult for them. I don't know. So now for eyeshadow. This one might shock you guys as well, but I've mentioned it a lot of times on my channel that I am not a fan of Huda Beauty eyeshadow palettes, apart from the new one, the Naughty Nude. Love that one. I do not like this palette, mainly for the formula. It does not show up. It's very chalky, it's patchy, it's drying, it's not creamy. I can go on and on and on. So I am going to give it a go again. I think I'm first going to go into the shade Eden, which is like a nice peach. And oh, see, now it looks fine. I think the issue I had with this palette was the shimmers, if I remember clearly, because the shimmers seem to be really dry and chalky. And you know how sometimes you just get those really foiled creamy metallics? This was the complete opposite, where I felt like there wasn't enough oil in the eyeshadows, so they were coming up really dry, and they weren't looking nice and metallic as you would want them to be. So next I'm going to go into Amber, which is like a nice burnt orange brown, and apply that to the outer V and bring it into the crease. Okay, this palette might actually give me some hope for this video, because these mattes are really nice. They're almost like the mattes in the Naughty Nude palette. They're really creamy and smooth, and they look fine at the moment. Let's see, it might all fall down once we apply those shimmers. So next I'm taking Celestial, and I'm just going to apply that to the lid, and I'm using it dry. So let's see. You see, I feel like it's just glitter and no pigment. It's just not even showing up. Let's try Angelic, which is definitely more like a baby gold pink. Yeah, see, I can't explain because it's hard if you guys can't feel the formula, but this is just dry and there's not much coming out of it. There's color coming out of it, but there's no shimmer and metallicness coming out of it, if that makes sense. It looks very dull. There's no metallic coming out of it. Next, I'm going to go into another one, Turkish Delight. Hopefully that gives me some hope. Okay, this seems more metallic. You see what I mean? I think because there's more pigment in here. Saffron, and then just gonna apply that right here. So the mattes are really nice in the palette. I think I might just have to use this palette for the mattes, truthfully. But the shimmers are just so boring and so just underwhelming. So next for eyeliner, I'm going into the Essence waterproof eyeliner pen. I don't like this one, truthfully, because of the actual applicator. And I also feel like it's not really black. I find it really hard to work with because it's so stiff. It's very sharp in a way that it's uncomfortable. And look at that, like, it is awful. You cannot even control it without it getting super thick and just not pointy. You have to really work at it to make it pointy and build up so many layers to get it super black. It's just one of those eyeliners where you keep on adding and adding and adding until it messes up your eyeliner pretty much. Like, I would not touch this anymore because this is not perfect at all, but if I try to touch it, it's just going to keep on going. So I'm going to leave it at that, and I've definitely had better eyeliner days. So for mascara, I actually really struggled because I don't really have a mascara that I hate. So the one that I guess I wasn't that keen on and I don't really reach for at all is the W7 Very Vegan Mascara. And the reason is because it looked nice when I tried it, but it doesn't really do anything for my lashes apart from just coat them and make them dark. Still great for every day, maybe if you're running to the gym or something like that, but apart from that, yeah, it's not something I would reach for. It's not something that I would repurchase, and it's just, it feels very thin on the lashes as well. Like, my lashes don't feel like they're really coated. I'm going to finish off my under eyes, and I'm just going to dabble into a little bit of Eden and Amber and smoke it on the lower lash line. Can you guys tell that this concealer is creasing already? And my under eyes look horrible. I'm going to zoom you guys in. So you can see what I'm talking about. I will zoom you guys in after I do the lips. So for lips, Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez, the Lip Soufflé Matte Lip Cream. I don't like this one because it's very patchy. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you why, you guys are gonna see now. This is in the shade Transform, and what you see in this tube does not come out on the lips as that color. It comes out a completely different color. So let's just show you guys. Look at that, already patchy. Can you tell? It is so streaky and it's piling up so badly. Like, in some places it's really dark and some places it's really light. And it doesn't give you an even coat. Now it's like super light up here. Oh my god. Oh my god, and then it gets darker. Look at that. You literally can't even build it up. I don't know if you guys can tell right there. It's creasing, it looks dry, and literally that concealer says crease proof. Look at that. Not even 2 hours. Everything's patchy and dry, and just patchy and dry. That's what I can say. Everything. Bronzer, foundation, eyeshadow is just not doing it for me. Yes, let me know what you guys think down below. Leave me all your thoughts. So let me know your thoughts down below. What do you guys think of the look of the products? I will still use some of them because I literally need to use them up, but some others I'm not really gonna bother with. So leave me all your thoughts down below, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you do like this kind of video, let me know and I'll keep on doing more like this. And I hope everyone is staying safe. So until next time, I'll speak to you guys all in my next video.